Hi, Colin Dickie from Protect Technologies with Aegis Microbe Shield. We're the exclusive distributor of Aegis Microbe Shield for aftercare, and I think this presentation is probably going to be of interest to you. Feel free to give us a call directly to get more information. Aegis is a durable antimicrobial surface protectant. So that means it's a product that's going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, up to a year. And this product's been around for a long time. It's safe, it's durable, and it's effective. And I'm going to walk through some of the background on each one of those points through this presentation. First and foremost, we're the master distributor of Aegis Microbe Shield. And this is a product manufactured by Microban. It actually was originally manufactured by Dow Corning back in the day, who has subsequently sold it to Aegis Environmental, and then Aegis Environmental then sold it on to Microban International, who we work with now. There's some big advantages to working with Aegis Microbe Shield and Microban. One is that we're held to their standards and the standard of the EPA. Our website has been reviewed by legal to make sure that our claims and all of our statements are aligned and appropriate relative to the US EPA. And we have the registrations to back up this product. The other reason it's important to recognize Protect Technologies is that we have, again, Aegis with Microban, we have the claims and the registration. Most importantly, we have the knowledge. We've been working with this product for a long time. We have a lot of the background for application and technical support, understanding challenging applications and getting this product done right. Our team has over 40 years of experience just on our internal team across multiple industries. And it's all about transparency, integrity, being knowledgeable about the product and making sure we have the best efficacy and a best approach to applications. So I want to differentiate a couple of things, the difference between a durable antimicrobial and a disinfectant. A durable antimicrobial is governed by the US EPA and in Canada by PMRA, and it allows us to make claims about protecting surfaces. It's long-lasting, which is durability, and we have efficacy against microbes, bacteria, mold, mildew, fungi, and algae. Legally, with a durable antimicrobial, we cannot make viral claims. A disinfectant is very different. A disinfectant in the US is governed by the EPA, specifically the FDA, and in Canada by the HPB. And we can make claims with disinfectants that they protect people. They have a DIN, a drug identification number, and these are really short-term acute products to disinfect the surface. They're effective against a broad range of microorganisms, and they can make claims against viruses, but they cannot make durability claims. That is, they disinfect the surface, but they don't last a long, long time. So disinfectants, once they dry, have no effect. So let's just back up a minute and understand what makes for a good disinfectant. You have to have the right chemical, right concentration, right dwell time, and right application technique. If you do all of those things perfectly, you get the 99.99% kill rate. But this takes time. The practicality is a challenge, especially in today's environment. Are you supposed to disinfect the surface every single time somebody touches it? It's just not practical. We can't afford it, and we physically can't manage it. So we need to work on alternatives. We have to find a balance that we can afford, and it's still going to give people the confidence that the environments they're living in, working in, playing in are still safe for them. So what is Aegis? It's a full spectrum antimicrobial, suitable for a wide range of applications. It's effective against protecting surfaces and materials, designed for long-term durability and utilized for its highly effective mode of action. That's the statement. Bottom line, it's got years of experience, lots of data on efficacy, and it's trusted. And this is some big reasons to use this product. I already mentioned that this is 1970s product from Dow Corning, but probably more importantly, let's look at the registrations. We have the US EPA registration for the concentrate and the application strength. We have the Health Canada PMRA registration, and we have registrations in Europe under the BPR and REACH documents, PT 7 and 9, product type 7, product type 9, meaning durable antimicrobial for that type of surface. So the product name or the active ingredient of Aegis is, it's a triple word score in Scrabble for sure. Not the easiest thing to rattle off, but the important thing to recognize here is we have a silane and and this long-acting nitrogen, or this active nitrogen chain. So the active ingredient forms a colorless, odorless protective coating. It's positively charged. So this little spike here, when a microbe lands on it, it's a process called lysis. It punctures the cell membrane and renders it inert. So this is the way it works. We have a part of the chain that has antimicrobial effect, and part, the bottom of the orange part, that's what sticks to the surface by bonding at a microbial level. So this is a durable antimicrobial. I'll say it again and again just to differentiate. It is not a disinfectant. And this has been used by countless companies. Historically, there's a huge list of companies that you would recognize those names where Aegis is used as part of the regular products. Our focus is using them in environments where we live, work, and play. So a little different than OEM, but again, we have all kinds of areas in terms of use. So to give you an idea what this looks like, this is what it would look like under an electron microscope, for example, and it's like a bed of nails. Couple of things to pay attention to. How many nails? That's really the concentration. We recommend with a ready to use is a 3 to 3.6% application strength. Compared to that, some of the other products in the market that have a much lower concentration. That means instead of this many spikes, you have maybe this many spikes on a surface, and that's very different in terms of effect. But this is why, again, Aegis is a really important product for consideration. And here's the visual representation of how this lysis process works, where the microbe lands on these nails, punctures the cell membrane, and just, that's it. Now, this is really cool. I mean, for me, really cool. On the left side is what E. coli looks like on a surface, looking at it under a microscope. So we're familiar with E. coli, not a bug you want around everywhere. On the right, this other square is that same E. coli on a surface treated with Aegis Microbe Shield, where the cell membrane has been punctured and it's now molecular dust, if you will, microbiological dust. So we've got all kinds of data on this showing reduction on surfaces up to 99% fewer microbes. This provides protection between cleaning and helps us create more effective cleaning processes. This is an agar plate, one side untreated with Aegis, the other side treated with Aegis, giving a representation of the microbial expansion or growth on an untreated surface. So a pretty impactful image in terms of what it means. And this is another way of looking at it. The top 4 boxes is a surface not treated with Aegis. You know, your kid comes along and touches that surface and transfers microbes. So over the course of the day, they proliferate, and you get increasingly more and more microbes on that surface. Had that surface been treated with Aegis, as represented by the bottom 4 pictures or boxes, as the microbes try and spread out, if they made it to the surface without getting killed, even as they try and spread out, they're going to run into more of these spikes, and you just don't get that microbial growth. So really what we're talking about is bacteria on surfaces, as we are around those surfaces, continues to recur. We clean and disinfect, clean the surfaces, but there's no durability of effect, and those surfaces get dirty again. With Aegis, you can provide this steady protective coating. It's really a balance. I mean, we get asked all the time, how much should I disinfect? Perfect world, we should disinfect every single time somebody touches a surface. Financially and practically impossible, but if we provide a durable antimicrobial creating protection between those cleanings and disinfectant, that gives us an opportunity to achieve our goals and also provide confidence to the people in those environments. So we have durable and effective. A treatment's effective up to a year. We've got lots of data on this in different types of setting, whether it's transit or building surfaces. And we also know that surfaces treated with Aegis are easier to clean, and we get regular reports of an improved feeling of cleanliness and smoother surfaces in these environments. Aegis has been used by countless transit authorities. New York Transit, New Jersey, Long Island Railway, Central Ohio Transit Authority, Philadelphia Transit, Bay Area Rapid Transit. In Canada, we have Toronto Transit, we have Metrolinx, we have Oakville, Niagara, Burlington, Guelph, Mississauga, the list goes on and on. And it's pretty important because we've done testing on some of these transit authorities and tested one end, or a full train, put it out on tracks and ran it through its regular churn for 3 weeks, brought it in, then measured again using an ATP meter, and we saw a 500% reduction in microbial load on those surfaces. That's important when we're in an environment where cleanliness is key, and keeping the microbial levels as low as possible is so important. So it's not just that transit. We did testing on another transit. The blue graph represents the baseline where we had lots of microbial levels. We treated with Aegis, and then after 1 month, we saw reduced levels. Everybody asked me, well, what happened on point 10 there? Well, look, it's a real life study. There's probably some kid stuck his gum to something, licked the surface, who knows, but it's up and down. The third graph, or the third bar, I should say, is the green one, and that's again almost a year later. Sort of 10 months later, and what we've seen is maintained efficacy of the product. So we're still getting good effect, 96% effect of Aegis after 10 months. And this is on high traffic, high touch surfaces. So pretty important data. Ultimately, it comes back to the surfaces that touch our lives. You know, here we have a youngster on a school bus thinking about our kids going back to school, which has caused tremendous anxiety for lots of people. How can we do our best to create a clean, safe bus environment for those kids? You know, to carry it forward, like let's look at some of the other environments that we deal with. I mean, we've had tremendous clients from the CN Tower to transit, over 200 condo towers just in Toronto alone. But thinking about the surfaces where we work, can we protect those desks? Or at the gym, can we protect the equipment? Or even looking at something like a hotel or an office environment, doors, doorknobs, door jambs, elevator buttons, all of these things. And it's about protecting the surfaces again, where we live, where we work, where we play, so we can create and help create the cleanest, safest environment we can. So one of the questions I get regularly asked is, will our regular cleaners remove Aegis? And the short answer is no. Once Aegis bonds to a surface, it is a molecular bond, and the standard cleaners will not remove it. In fact, they'll help make Aegis more effective by keeping biofilm and filth or dirt off of those surfaces. So that's the bottom line for protecting surfaces. Protecting surfaces where we live, work, and play, and creating an environment that is one where we can say we've done our best to create that environment. So Protect Technologies signing off. If you have more questions, please get back to us.